Okay, with that, unless there's any questions, I'm going to go through the SSPC awards, and we're going to start the structure awards first, and the first award is the George Campbell Award. It's for outstanding achievement in the completion of a difficult or complex industrial or commercial coatings project. The qualities that may represent achievement in a difficult or complex structure may include work occurring in harsh or extreme environmental conditions, work completed under strict time constraints, work done with limited access or in high traffic areas, work on a structure with complex structural components, or lastly, a project that requires coordination with multiple trades or subcontractors. The winner is the Forest Hill Bridge Seismic Retrofit and Paint Project. The owner is the County of Placer Department of Public Works, Matt Randall, Senior Civil Engineer. The contractor applicator is the F.D. Thomas Incorporated, Grover Lee, Vice President, Division Manager, and Eric Anderson, Business Development Manager. Other key personnel: Art Needham, Superintendent; Anthony Matone, Superintendent; Steve Sparks, Project Management; and Felix Saldivar, Corporate Environmental Health, Safety and Health Manager. The coating material supplier, it was the Carboline Company, Doug Moore, Vice President; Global Marketing, Debbie Simmons, Senior Marketing Manager, correction, I screwed that up, sorry. The Carboline Company, Doug Moore, Vice President, Global Marketing; Debbie Simmons, Senior Marketing Manager; and Tom Calzone, General Sales Manager, West. Did I get that unscrewed, Tom? Okay. Other key participants involved in this project were Ray Tombaugh from KTA Tater, Quincy Engineering, the Hanna Group, and the Golden State Bridge. The project description: at more than 730 feet above the American River, it is the highest bridge in California and the fourth highest bridge in the United States. Built in the early 1970s, the Forest Hill Bridge was due for important construction improvements that included a seismic retrofit and repainting, since it had not been repainted since it was built in 1972. With 1 million square feet of surface, the total project was estimated at a cost of more than $74 million. The project required an SSPC QP1, QP2 certified contractor to remove and dispose of the 194,000 pounds of original lead-based paint from the structure and complete the repainting process. Would those award winners please step forward? The next award winner is the William Johnson Award for outstanding achievement, demonstrating aesthetic merit in industrial or commercial coatings work. The qualities that are considered for aesthetic merit include color, gloss, or texture, or that the coating on the structure complements the environment while enhancing the structure itself. The coating may also represent a theme, an object, or a specific graphic design. The winner is Fir Grove Mutual Zone 2 Reservoir. The owner is the Fir Grove Mutual Water Company, Mitchell Hines, Board Trustee, and Larry Jones, General Manager. The contractor applicator was J&L Company, David McAndrews, President. The muralist, the artist brothers Rolf Getzinger and Peter Getzinger, are unable to be here today. The coating material supplier is to the Tanemi Company, Incorporated, Vaughn O'Day, Director of Wastewater. Other key personnel in the successful completion of this project: Scott McConnell, Tanemic Incorporated, and Mike Neppel, Cold Water Project Services. The project description: the project consisted of constructing a new water tank and associated facilities in the South Hill area of Pullup, Washington. The water tank is field-welded AWA D100 steel standpipe measuring 70 feet in diameter and 105 feet tall. The mural includes Douglas fir trees ranging up to nearly 100 feet tall and a variety of other native plants that echo the trees and natural undergrowth ringing the tank site. The mural artists worked from a single hydraulic man lift to complete the work. There was no template, stencil, or even a grid to guide the layout, and the coatings were applied freehand using 6-inch rollers. Would the award winners please step forward? The next award winner is the Cano Award for outstanding achievement in commercial or industrial coatings work that demonstrates innovation, durability, or utility. The qualities that may represent outstanding achievement in this area include excellence in craftsmanship or execution of work, use of state-of-the-art techniques or products to creatively solve problems or provide long-term service. The winner is the Thornton Bank. The owner is C Power NV, Mr. Geert de Walle. Chief Operating Officer is unable to be here today. The contractor applicator is Smulders Group, Ronnie Von Popel, and THV Seawind Dredging International. Representative Eric Boschem, Project Director, is unable to be here today. Coating Material Supplier, Hempel, Belgium, James Massalius, Marine Account Manager. The project description. Conservation of the jacket structural parts for the Thornton project was executed at several locations. The separate structures were transported to Belgium, where they were assembled, creating a 3D structure before shipping them to the Thornton Bank. The midsections were painted and metallized, covering 48 pieces with 6 different paint systems. The jacket legs were fabricated at the Smulders Projects plant, where they were assembled into jacket foundation and finished by adding resting platforms and boat landings. After connection of the midsection to the jacket foundation, it also got a complete touch-up using a known system. At the end of the project, a total of 152,000 liters of paint were used. Would those award winners please step forward? The next structure award is the Charles G. Mugler Award for the Outstanding Industrial or Commercial Coatings Project demonstrating longevity of the original coating. The structure may have had spot repairs or overcoating with the original coating still intact. The winner is the Marco Island Prudential Realty Building, Marco Island, Florida. The owner is Prudential Realty, Gary Van Cleef, represented by Charles Stevens. The contractor applicator, Spectrum Painting, Robert Valentine, Executive Vice President, and Jeffrey Roberts, Foreman. The coating material supplier is the Tanemic Company, Incorporated, Vaughn O'Day, Director of Wastewater. The project description: when the old copper roof of this building began to fade and change colors in 2005, the building owner originally planned on replacing the whole surface, but decided instead to coat the roof with a fluoropolymer system. Coating a copper roof in southern Florida can present many obstacles, among them extremely hot surface temperature, daily rainstorms, and the interference of salty ocean air. This roof in particular was also seamed, sloped, and multi-tiered, which can cause issues with the coating's wettability and edge retention. The project was completed in April 2006 and has shined on since in southern Florida, still sparkling in the hot sun and tropical salty air more than 7 years after its completion. Would the award winners please step forward? The next award is the Military Coatings Project Award of Excellence. We have 2 award winners. This award is in recognition of exceptional coatings work performed on U.S. military ships, structures, or facilities. The first winner is the USS Ronald Reagan CVN 76. The owner, of course, is the United States Navy. Daniel Dunmeyer, Director of DoD Corrosion Policy and Oversight, Office of the Undersecretary of Defense Acquisition and Technology and Logistics, accepting on behalf of David Johnson, Director of Waterfront Operations, Puget Sound Naval Shipyard, who is unable to be here today. Other key personnel: Daniel Cooper, Preservation Project Manager, Puget Sound Naval Shipyard. The contractor applicator was International Marine and Industrial Applicators, LLC, Frank Griffith, Vice President, Joe Rella, Vice President, Sales and Marketing. Other key personnel: Paul White, Business Unit Leader, Chris Davis, Program Manager, International Marine Industrial Applicators, LLC. Coating materials supplier, the Sherwin-Williams Company, represented by Mark Schultz, Project Development Manager, Marine. Other key personnel, Ray Miatter, Senior Productive and Sales, Marine Sales Representative, the Sherwin-Williams Company. The project description. Preservation was performed on the freeboard, underwater hull, sea chest, catwalks, and various tanks and voids and vent plenums. The appropriate square footage was 17.3 acres of steel, which was staged, encapsulated, and preserved while meeting an aggressive undocking schedule. This was the largest preservation availability ever at Puget Sound Naval Shipyard. Would the award winners please step forward? The second award winner, and please bear with me because there's going to be a short video on this one, so I'm going to have to read, and there won't be any pictures until we play the video, because I really think the video is sexy and worth seeing, okay? Did my wife give him the, oh. What video you got loaded back? Okay. You took me off track, Ben. Oh. The second winner is the USS Freedom. The owners of the United States Navy, Dan again will accept the award on behalf of the commander, Patrick Tien, commanding officer of the USS Freedom, who's unable to be here today. The contractor applicator is YYK Incorporated, Paul Ralph, Operations Manager, and Michelle Ralph, Corporate Secretary, Treasurer. The coating material supplier was the PPG, Protective and Marine Coatings, Tom Morrissey, Business Development Manager, Government and Marine, Steve Feldman, Government and Domestic Marine Sales Manager, Al Kaminsky, Zone Sales Manager, and Julio Mojica, Technical Sales Representative. PPG, Protective and Marine Coatings, Ted Land, Zone Sales Manager. Project description. Commissioned in 2008, the USS Freedom went to dry dock in January 2013 to remove the existing failed coating system. It became the first warship since the 1960s to incorporate the U.S. Navy Federal Standard colors for camouflage, featuring black, haze gray, light gray, and ocean gray. Commander Tien, commanding officer of one of the USS Freedom's 2 active crews, said, "I want my ship to look like a warship. If we're going to paint it, we might as well go all the way." That's called HUA. Because the USS Freedom had to meet mission requirements, PPG and YYK Enterprises had to meet accelerated deadlines for supply and painting. Priming and painting began immediately, and the ship was returned to service in less than 6 weeks. Now, for those of you that don't know, this is the newest ship in the fleet, the littoral combat ship that can go close to shore to support operations close to shore. Even an old Army guy knows what a littoral combat ship is. So I would like the tape to play now, please. Okay, thank you. Would the award winners please step forward? Okay, I want to thank the committee who goes through the selection process. It's tough. We get a lot of good submissions for the awards, and it's really a daunting task to go through. So I do want to thank the committee for all their hard work in selecting this. Those of you that have known me for a while, and I've been standing up here for a lot of years, know that I like to have a sense of humor, and I like to have fun, joke around when possible. So I got this award submitted to me that I wanted to share with the audience because I think it's for lack of a better term, a hoot. So I called it the Off the Wall Award, okay? And it's Bob's deck, and it was submitted by Bob Ziegler, who used to be on the board. He used to own Ziegler Industries, and Bob's a friend of mine. But I want to read you his citation that he gave to himself. Bill, I wanted to enter my beautiful deck, which I stained this fall, and entered it in your Industrial Structures Award. I used top-notch surface preparation water blasting with a 4,000 PSI water blaster. This took 50 minutes, and I rested for 2 days to let it dry. After that, I applied 5 or 6 gallons that I can't remember which of tainted stain. I used an airless sprayer, very high tech, and this took 1.5 hours. I would have finished in 1 hour, but the dog upset the can of stain, and boy, I had a mess. After I finished, I had an SSPC certified coating inspector check out the job. While we were drinking the second bottle of wine, he said I should enter your contest as this was the best deck stain job he had ever seen. I also painted my doghouse after the dog got so much stain on himself when he upset the can. I thought about entering my job in one of the major categories, but all of my friends would lobby the committee for it and decided not to stuff the ballot box, even though I'm from Illinois. Thanks, Bill, for entering this example of what your training courses can accomplish. With that, I'm going to have David Boyd, who's a friend of Bob's also, to come up and accept the first annual Off the Wall Award for Bob Ziegler.